Hey folks, Steve here. How you doing? Old dog, new trick. Sorry about the wind, but I'm outside. This is my workshop. And my workshop is large enough to have weather. Is yours? So anyway, old dog, new trick. Workflow on a job site. Every job site is different. Some are very conducive to workflow, others a little more problematic. Sometimes you're inside, sometimes you're in a garage, sometimes you're outside, sometimes whatever, right? So with me, the trick that I learned is this. I have this wonderfully beautiful concrete pad space out here. And if I'm working at my house, then I have to go that way to get in my house, one of several different ways. And I can no longer get close to my house because beautiful, kind of architecturally, just aesthetically pleasing rock wall all the way around this concrete pad prevents me from actually then driving up close to my house, which is what I used to do. And so I kind of almost had a driveway. But I'm actually much more pleased with the fact that I only have a yard and not a driveway anymore. That is very good. But that means I'm working out here and having to kind of trek out to there. No problem at all. But one thing I learned is this. With my job site, when I'm setting up out here, the great place to set up is kind of parallel. You bench and set it parallel with the trailer, then everything just works out very well, and then somewhere out there would be my miter box, which is typically the other tool to get set up. But if I pull that Corvette a little bit farther forward and leave this space open, because normally I would actually back that right up tight, that I can then put my bench in this space and then have great, 360 degree all the way around workability where I can walk and be very comfortable doing that. Habit got me to where I would set it up to where my rails for my table saw support would be around this side, so I'd set my table saw down there. If I'm cutting small things, that's no problem. Feed it right through, shelves, just whatever small stock, 4 foot or less. But when I had to run these 10 footers that I had to cut, these are 2x6s, I had to cut down to literally 4-inch width. Then I realized when I was setting it up last time, knowing I was going to have to do some work out here, hey, doesn't it make more sense to set it up, just flip it? And so my table saw feeds this way. Therefore, my trailer, which is very close, is not restrictive then. It's a little problematic, yeah, because I have to stand on the rock wall or on the gravel behind it if I'm starting something long in the table saw. Otherwise, that's not a big deal, and I can feed, and that works out. So, old dog, new trick. I learned a little bit more about job flow on my place because leaving this open, this is the ideal place for that bench. But with this, it is problematic in that if I want to pull in with my truck and unload or load or do whatever, that it's nice to have this space. It's nice to have that space. And if I put the bench there, I really can't get my truck in here at all to do much, as far as load and unload. And I'm surrounded by renters. A nice neighborhood. The people around here they act fairly decent, but they do get frustrated if I'm parked in the alley with my flashers on. Oh man, beep, 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 every 3.5 seconds. Okay. I get it. But anyway, so workflow, every job poses its own problems and its own solutions and its own. But in my case, I learned something new even on my own job site where I've set up hundreds of times to do hundreds of things to my own house for my own projects. And something as simple as just flipping my bench around. I will say though, his new bench, his version 3.0, the Smart Series for Ron Polk, the Smart Series of benches, where like all your tools and everything, they get hung off of the surface. Actually, you have a plate that goes on top of the surface with the dog holes, and everything gets locked in there, and then everything is hung off of your bench. And so your bench then becomes this kind of Swiss Army knife framework that you just then add all your accessories to. Looks very, very cool. I am looking forward to that. I know Richard out of Michigan, Renovations and Repairs, has already done one and has showed the build, showed the function of it. And I know Ron, of course, has many videos out with his system. Looking forward to that, but I don't have it yet. So I'm I'm blessed with the rail system because I have this wonderful outfeed as I work by myself. However, I am looking forward to the versatility of the new bench system. A, it's mobile because I will build those carts. B, you can hang all kinds of accessories off, not just table saw and table saw outfeed, that I can hang all kinds of accessories off. And C, it'll actually, with a new trailer, my next version of trailer in a couple of years yet, will be wide enough in the aisle to actually put them on that kind of mobility cart that he has, the bigger cart, where you can actually then put the things up into the trailer itself, so none of this has to be stored outside, yeah, in my workshop. But right now, this thing has been fully weathered in as far as I have spar varnish on it all, like a marine varnish, and I cover it up, and so it can take weather. I have these, if you can see them, I have these things right here, so I don't even have plywood in contact with concrete to make sure that if it's in weather it's going to do the best that I can for the longest term, because unless I can store it inside somewhere, it's sitting outside here. Hey, thank you very much for sticking with me, folks. I hope you all take care. Old dog, new trick, workflow, job site stuff. Great. Have a good one with whatever you are doing, because I know you deserve it. And if you would, like and subscribe if you like and want to subscribe. Ring the bell if you want to know what videos I put up, or don't ring the bell and just know that I'm on your subscription list and you can check once in a while whatever I've posted. Hey, you all take care. And again, have a good one, because you really deserve it.